Hey. Okay, are we recording? I think we are. I'm so excited to bring this to you. First of all, thanks so much for joining me. Today, we are covering how to double your rates and systematically book 2 to 10 pre-qualified clients, all while avoiding networking events. And I'm really excited to bring this to you. I've got my notes right here. This is a 3-part series. So this is part 1 of a 3-part series. If you'd like to get access to the entire 3 parts, then go ahead and click the link inside of the description box to go ahead and register for this 3-part series so that you won't miss a thing. Okay. As you're coming in, just give me a hi, give me a hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. I want to make sure that this live session is jam-packed. So as you're coming in and as you're commenting, I'm going to get right into the content, right into exactly what we want to cover today. And hopefully I'll be able to kind of finish this up within 5 to 10 minutes. Like, I really want to make this really short, jam-packed. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and pull up my notes. So first of all, if you're not sure who I am, if this is your first time being introduced to me, my name is Letitia Stiles. I'm a digital marketing strategist, and I help my clients create a systematic process to automate their client gaining process so that they can gain more clients online. So what we're going to talk about in this 3-part series is exactly how to double your rates and systematically book 2 to 10 pre-qualified clients, all while avoiding networking events. And the reason why I say all while avoiding networking events is because that's one of the things that I just, I kind of hate wasting my time on, mostly because I'm an introvert. Anyone here an introvert? Raise your hand if you are. And I really gain energy from alone time, processing my thoughts and really reflecting. And what I found is that that will sort of hold you back in business. And instead of seeing that as a weakness and just kind of throwing my hands up and saying, well, I guess that I'm just not going to be a successful business owner because I'm not willing to go to networking events. And instead of trying to like hammer myself into submission and just force myself to do something that I'm just, just not interested in doing, and what I find, personally to be mentally draining, I instead decided to find something that would allow me to get the same result, which is allow me to book clients while avoiding that thing that I didn't quite want to do. So I'm going to get to that, I think, in part 3. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. But today in part 1, what we're going to talk about is how to double your rates and attract pre-qualified clients. So let's go ahead and jump right in because I'm really, really excited to get started, and I can see that you guys are as well. So let me go ahead and pull up my notes. I've already pulled up my notes, but just make sure that I'm in the right spot. So like I said, I work with, my clients are typically coaches and consultants. So they're in the business of doing a done with you service. And sometimes they do a done for you service where they're kind of like showing somebody, training them, and sort of holding their hand through the process. And I tend to attract introverts because that's the personality that I have. So what I found is that, the great majority of them find it both mentally and physically taxing to continuously attend networking events to find clients, or maybe even write hundreds of content articles in order to, maybe have somebody who eventually reads an article and then decides to reach out to you, right? Where sometimes these days we're finding out that, blogs are largely going unread. I mean, everybody's on social media right now. Am I right? I mean, you're even watching this on social media right now. So, this frustration is clear, and it's something that I had as well, and that my clients have had, especially when all those things that you're doing that you said you're supposed to be doing, right? It's leading to either zero, very few, or none at all, client prospects, where you're thinking, I'm supposed to blog, and if I blog, I'll find clients. So what happens is, you share your frustration, and then you've got a friend that says, well, you should go to this networking event. And I'm rolling my eyes because that's probably what you did, which is, why would I go to a room and just like randomly try to chat with people who may or may not be an ideal client, who I may or may not be able to help, just so we can probably forget each other's names within 20 minutes. Am I right? That's one of the main reasons that I don't particularly care for networking events. Sometimes I feel like the interactions are a little superficial. As an introvert, what we really crave is meaningful connections. That's what we really, really enjoy. So my frustration was, how was I supposed to book clients if I didn't put myself out there, right? And I always saw extroverts succeeding in business. They shake all the hands, they go to all the networking events, they do, this, that, and the other. And I always felt like, well, I need to just be that way. But like I said, what I've realized, and I've built a full-time business, is basically working a system, sitting behind my computer and gaining clients that way. And I've helped many clients to do the same as well. And I want to share that with you today. One of the first things that we do, which is part one of this series, is we work on making sure they're priced right. Okay. So if you're a coach, whether you're a relationship coach or a sales coach or an investment trainer, or a, personal finance coach, I've worked with all of these types of coaches. If you are a coach and you're helping your clients to get a transformational result, you've got to charge for that. And sometimes a lot of times what I find when my clients come to me is that they're not quite priced right. So what we've done, and what I usually work with my clients on, is helping to shift that belief. So their old belief was, if I charge too much, I'll scare away my potential clients. So how many of you feel that way? Even if you don't know it on at the surface, deep down, if you're scared to change your prices and increase your prices and charge what you know that you're worth, then that's probably a belief that you hold. And the way that we break beliefs and bust down beliefs is we have to stare them in the face. And so what I help my clients do is stare that belief in the face of, if I charge too much, I'll scare away my potential clients. And what we did was we installed a new belief. It's very easy to install a new belief once you know how to do it. And their new belief was, my rates reflect the value and results I provide and allow me to attract the right clients. My clients believe that results are all that matters. Okay. So if you were to be really honest with yourself, are you charging what your services are worth? If you really were to think about it, when was the last time you gave someone a discount because you thought maybe they need, if I drop my price, they'll say yes. Right. So my question to you is, can your business sustain with the rates that you're charging? Okay. Are you even paying yourself? So I work with emerging entrepreneurs and a lot of newer coaches and consultants who are essentially making that transition from working for someone else full time to working for themselves. And while they're sort of in that process of transitioning, sometimes they're not paying themselves, right? And what we do, we make sure that they're priced right so that they can pay themselves. Okay. Now, the problem is you're actually charging exactly what you're worth. And you're thinking, wait, what? So let me say that again. You're actually charging exactly what you're worth. Okay. Because your current price reflects the value that you bring. Your value is the impact or change that you can make in your client's life. Okay. And what happens is when you increase your rates, your clients show up differently. When you increase your rates, your clients show up differently because they're committed to do the work and they're committed to get the results that they expect. And that means a bigger impact, right? The reason I can help my clients get such amazing results is because I charge a high ticket rate. So they show up committed, they show up ready to do the work. And when they do the work, I can help them get results. And the bigger of an impact you can make, the more you can and should charge. Let me know if this is hitting home for you. Okay. So with that higher price, it not only helps you attract better quality clients, but on the other flip side, it also helps them determine what to expect from you. Okay. So first thing, we have to make sure we're operating with integrity. If you're looking to generate clients so you can just force them into a program that isn't right for them, if you'll take anyone, or if you're offering subpar service that doesn't generate results, if you don't have proven results to show, then this isn't for you. And you should close out this live stream and you should go look for someone else to help. Okay. Because what I believe is quality first, then you can scale. I believe results matter. Okay. So growing a business without quality in place is like, when you play that Jenga game and you stack the blocks, by the time you get to the end, you're on a base of one block. And when you move the wrong piece, the entire thing just crumbles. Okay. So you've got to get results for your clients, but you also have to focus on keeping that quality high. Okay. And you also have to have value to offer. And that value has to be backed up with results, because we exchange value for value. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, so what do I do first? Do I just raise my rates, or do I figure out how to increase the value first? Like what do I need to do? Okay, so I want to help you to figure out exactly what you need to do. So here's what I do with my clients, okay? The first thing we do is we get really clear on who they want to work with and the exact result that they want to help that client achieve, okay? Who they want to work with and the exact result they want to help that client achieve. Then we determine the true benefit that that's brought to that client's life, and we price it accordingly. Okay. I've had clients try to raise rates on their own before they came to me, and then they still get on the phone with potential clients and they hear, wow, that's a lot, or wow, that's more than I expected. If you've ever heard that, just drop a like, or you can drop a comment, because to be honest, like, it's actually pretty common to hear that, like, oh wow, like I wasn't expecting it to be that much. Okay. And then, what they've done in the past is, like, at that point, they're like chasing after the client to try to say, well, this is why you should get it. And this is why, like, my clients and myself, like, we don't have to do any of that. Okay. I take my clients through a very specific wealth alignment process. We break any mental blocks that they have on their pricing. Okay. One good example of this is my client, Kelly James. He's an amazing sales coach, okay? He helps his clients achieve genuine results, which is number one in this, okay? But, when it came to seeing the value in his services, I immediately noticed that he wasn't priced right. And we got on that first call and I asked him, what results have you been able to generate for your clients? And I want you to go through this exercise also. And after looking at the results he was able to help his clients get, immediately we're like, no, you need to double your rates. And I could tell that he was a little hesitant, right? Because, when you're charging a certain amount and then suddenly you're charging double that, even though you're doing the same thing, sometimes it feels like, whoa, like, am I allowed to do that? But here's the thing. Because he invested at a high level with me, he was willing to suspend his doubt and do those wealth alignment exercises that I gave him. Because when you pay a coach that much, it makes sense to listen to them, right? Otherwise, why waste your money if you're not going to do exactly what they say? And what's interesting is that on his next calls, he actually booked 2 new clients at his new doubled rate. So what did that allow him to do? Well, number one, it allowed him to earn back what he invested to work with me, plus a little bit more with just those 2 new clients. And so every single client since then now is at his new doubled rate. Okay. And then what we did is we implemented his system, we implemented into his business the system that I provide for him. And he was able to book 3 more clients that came directly through that system. Once again, at his new doubled rates, right? So one of the biggest secrets to gaining amazing clients who are ready to put in the work and exactly how to double your rates and gain pre-qualified clients is raising your prices. So that comes first. You've got to increase the investment to work with you, and your clients are going to get the results that you know you can deliver because they're going to show up ready to put in the work. Okay? So don't undervalue your impact and the results you can help your clients achieve. All right? Your pricing is going to speak to the clients who prefer quality over cheap and quality over fast. Okay? Clients who are ready to invest for the results that they want. Clients who want to avoid wasting time. All right? So it all comes down to this. Your clients are looking for results, period. If you agree with that, just type a yes in the comments. Give me a yeah. Let me know that you're still with me. And let me know if this is hitting home for you. Like, your clients just want results. They don't care how old you are. They don't care what your credentials are. They don't care what degree you have, the piece of paper that you have on your wall. At the end of the day, they're looking for results. Okay? When they see that you have results to deliver, that's when they have confidence in booking you. And that's when they get on the phone with you and you won't have to hear, wow, that was more than what I expected, or wow, I didn't know it was going to be that much. Okay? Because the value that you bring and the pricing that you bring is dependent on the results that you can provide. Okay, so that's exactly how to double your rates. Now, I want to share with you, I've got 2 more things that I want to share with you, but we've come to the end of part 1. So that's going to come in part 2 and part 3, okay? So I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get registered for parts 1, 2, and 3. So if you're joining me right now, if you happen to come in at the end of this, or if you're watching the replay, just give me a hashtag replay so I know you're watching the replay. What you can do is there's a link in the description box. All you have to do is click that link. You'll be able to register for all 3 parts, okay? And I'll let you know exactly, hey, part 2 is coming, part 3 is coming. I'll give you the links to where you can go and watch parts 1, 2, and 3. So you can have all of them together, okay? And that's what I would like for you to do right now. Go ahead and click register for parts 1, 2, and 3. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this was helpful. Tag a friend that you think might need this and go ahead and share it out. I was supposed to ask for you to share it out at the beginning. I didn't get a chance to, completely forgot. So please do me a favor, share it out right now. Once again, I want to thank you so much for joining me for part 1 of this 3-part series of how to double your rates and systematically book 2 to 10 new clients, all while avoiding networking events. So in our next session, we're going to talk a little bit more about the system, the system that I helped Kelly implement, the system that I use, the system that all of my clients are using, so that we can gain more clients online and find these pre-qualified clients that are ready to pay high ticket prices so that they can put in the work, get the results, and get the results that they expect. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.